Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is IDXOX. So, I know I haven't been doing anything for a long time. I haven't really been playing a lot of games lately because I was really looking for the right kind of game. And I think I found it with this game, Age of Wonders 4. I just purchased all of the DLC a couple hours ago. And I played the game for about 30 hours. It's a ton of fun. I'm going to show you why it's a good game. So I'm going to play a new game, and there's a custom realm that I created. I'm going to play that, and I'll just go over this very quickly. It's going to be continents, small map, 2 players, normal difficulty, and then none of this stuff really is that relevant.
Your journey starts here.
And because I have all the DLCs, there's tons of different rulers and factions that you can play as. I am going to play as... Where is she here? Here we go. As Gira Spinesplitter. This is what I played for 30 hours, so I kind of know the faction. So for my first playthrough, I'm just going to play what I know. You know, the Orcs play pretty much how you would expect them to. They hit super hard. You know, they have great tempo. I think they're a lot of fun to play. I don't know how competitive they are against other races, but they seem good to me. So each race in this game has certain traits. Like, see, we're barbarians, so we get more food and draft income. Units have Savage Strike, Ritual of Alacrity. All of this means stuff. I don't want to get too hung up on all of this. Ruthless Raiders. Every time you fight something, you get extra gold and draft, which is really good. And Fable Hunters, every time you clear something, you get an extra 75% resource bonus. These are our 2 starting spells. So, this game is a 4X game with very detailed tactical combat. So, if you follow my channel, you know that I only really play games that have phenomenal combat. And I love 4X games, but it's hard to find one that has really good combat. And this game does. So we're in this procedurally generated biome, and basically we have a scout unit right now, and then this is my ruler with her small army here. So there's not really much up here, so I think I'm going to head down. What is this over here? Food stash. Okay, that's pretty useful. Gold stash. If I zoom out a little bit, I can see exactly what's here. Food stash, gold stash, gold vein, and what is this? Small creature cage. Okay, we definitely want to grab that. I think what I'm going to do, this is what I like about this game. Every time you play it, it's different. It's not like playing StarCraft where you start with 4 workers and, you know, a command center every game. So I grab the food. This is my town here. As I get food, this is what I get every turn. As I get food, it's like Civ basically. You get more population and then you can expand and you get more resources and stuff. Like I said, I don't want to go too crazy on the mechanics right now because I want this to be entertaining for people to watch. And, you know, I'm not an expert on this game by any stretch of the imagination. I'm going to hire this guy. He's a Sunderer. I think that he's the most useful warrior out of these 3. This guy's a scout. He's like a skirmisher, basically. So he has ranged attacks and melee attacks. And the warrior is like a tank unit. In terms of production, all of these different buildings will give you different things. Mana, food. I'm going to go with the workshop to start with because it gives us draft, which helps us build our guys faster, and then production helps build everything faster. So generally when I play 4X kind of games, I'm trying to get production. I want to see if we can get this small creature cage on turn 1 here. Yes, we can. Lesser Storm Spirit. Alright, he's not really that good. He's a tier 1. There's probably not anything over here. I can send my scout there later. Let's see what we got here. This is a gold mine, and it's not guarded by anybody. So this guy's out of movement, so I'm going to scout with this guy a little bit here. You can see he has 32 move points, which is standard. Most units have 32. You know, I think I'm just going to go down here. Okay, just so we know there's pretty much nothing there. Set the arcane research. This is basically how you get stronger spells and stronger units. Unlike most 4X games, you actually have to... You get the units by learning, by doing the research. So this guy I definitely want to get here. So he's a tier 2 unit, and he's pretty useful. And that's the end of our turn here. This gold vein, when we annex this territory here, we'll get 10 gold a turn, which is very nice. Okay, so I'm going to combine these guys at this point. And we got a gold stash. If you try to go walk one tile, see it says Fertile Plains, 6 movement, 8 movement for the forest. This game is pretty similar to Heroes of Might and Magic 3, if you've played that. So you see here, we got different stuff we can build. We can build a farm, we can build a quarry, we can build a mine. If there's certain anomalies present, you'll get buffs. Like, see, we have a pasture here. So we get 20 food rather than 10. And if I click on my workshop, you can see here, boost. In order to boost it, you build 1 farm. So 20 food is what I'm looking for here. Boosting that means it's going to produce faster. And somebody from the neighboring free city... Wow, their town is literally right on top of us. Look at that. I think that's the closest a town has ever been. I'm going to give them the Whispering Stone. That allows us to become more friendly with them over time. But I'm probably going to try and wipe them out at some point. Now, an argument that you could make against that is these guys are orcs as well, so we have similar alignment with them. You can see we have 200 relations, which is pretty good. And we're both evil. So that's why we have pretty good alignment. So you can see my workshop went from 6 turns to 4. Okay. We can attract population now using this resource called Imperium. So I'm going to do that. Wow, we can get a research post up here. That's pretty nice. It's hard to get research posts. That's a pretty rare thing that most tiles don't allow you to build research posts. I'm not sure that I want one right now, though. Let me take a look at what I'm going to make next. Build 1 forester to boost that. So I might do that. Yeah, I'm going to do a forester. So the Forester is going to give us 2 food and 3 production. Nothing to write home about. I'll do it on this tile. I'd like to kill this army here because they're not that strong. If I click on them, it says 130. That's their general numerical value for their power. So that's pretty weak. And, you know, you can do auto combat. I really play these games because I like deep tactical combat. So I'll show you how that works. This guy right here, I got a War Shaman, a Sunderer, a Warrior. That's my hero, Fury, and then this is the guy that I just picked up. One of the things that I'm going to do is move everybody... what is this, by the way? Magically charged. Standing adjacent to a magically charged obstacle will grant units 2 lightning damage on all attacks. Okay, so if I wait here, first of all, I'm not going to do anything this turn because I want them to get closer to us. They have this guy who's pretty strong. He's a tier 2 serpent. These guys are not really that strong, but if I click on them, I don't remember where it is, but I'm pretty sure these guys ignore zone of control, which is important to know. Alright, so I'm gonna move these guys because I don't want him to come in and be adjacent to that and then get a lightning buff. These are the spells that we can cast, but I'm not going to cast any spells because this fight is really trivial. She's going to take some damage here. I turned down the speed in combat just so you can really get a feel for what's actually happening. Okay. Where's my Sunderer here? Here's my Sunderer. So I got a 50% chance to hit this guy. I did it, and I sundered his defense, which is a nice debuff. Gives him -1 defense and -1 status resistance. Stacks up to 10 times. So, see if somebody can one-shot him. Doesn't look like it. You know, I'm trying not to take retaliation attacks if it can be avoided. This guy right here has a charge attack, which is really nice. It avoids reprisals. You can see if I highlight it, it tells me what the percentage to hit the enemy with the move is. This guy has, I forget what the name of the trait is, but he's hard to hit with ranged attacks. So 30% is like the best I can hope for right now. Okay, we did get him though. This guy looks like maybe I'll kill him here. He's 26. Yeah, okay, I will kill him. So, like I said, that was a trivial fight, but you can see how the combat is good in this game. So we got 9 draft and 9 gold. That was one of the, I forget what they call it, the traits of this race. Every time I take a fight, I get a certain amount of draft and gold, which is very useful for establishing tempo. This hero's got 386 power. We have 424. I think I'm going to take this fight too. See, we have to go around because he has his territory here. And if we were to just go through it, it would be trespassing. Just realized we never picked up that gold stash. I can go back for it. It's not the end of the world right now. Okay, there's a brigand camp. This is an infestation. Bronze level, which is the lowest level. So we definitely want to clear that. Like, as soon as possible. It's got 230 power, so it's nice and weak. If we clear that, one of the traits of the orcs is that they get a ton of bonus stuff off of that. So I think what I'm going to do is come around here, attack that, and then we can attack this. And that looks pretty good. Let's just see if there's anything over here. No. Fortunately, we had to go all the way around there so that we didn't trespass. Okay, what is this here? Pearl Reef. That only does anything if you annex it. It's nice, but you have to annex it, and you know we're very far away from doing that. Okay, looks like we're getting closer to the edge of the map here. You can see this is our approval level, city stability. As I add more provinces, this will decrease. What else do we want to get here? Blacksmith would be nice. One quarry. I think I'm going to take a quarry. You know, I get more stuff over there, but I want to build a mine there because it's harder to get mines. There's not a lot of places that you can actually build mines on. Oh shit, they just annexed. No, they just cleared it. I was wondering what the hell happened. They annexed it and then they cleared it. What is this? Iron deposit. We can clear that one. Alright, I guess they laid claim to this. I didn't realize that. I don't want to declare war yet. We're not ready to do that. See, it's not actually in their territory, so I thought we could clear it, but maybe because it says of Born, we can't. Okay, this guy. What is this here? Battlefield Remnants. Draft. Okay. Something over here too. Gold. Alright, looks like our Sunderer is done now. Not really that far from the army, so he can help in this fight. So you can see our production went from, it's like 21 to 38. So now we can get everything much faster. knowledge is very important because that's how you get better units and better spells. So I think I'm going to go with that, and then I'm going to continue making Sunderers, and can try to attract more population here. Just think about what I'm going to probably get next. Probably the shrine. We already have a quarry. 2 farm. Let's do that. Let's build another farm. Let's do it over here. This is basically like as the game progresses, I have 4 Chaos Affinity and 2 Nature. So I continue to go down these 2 tech trees as the game progresses, and then this general tech tree, I have 6 points per turn on that. So these abilities are pretty useful here. Defeating an infestation grants you a unit based on the infestation defeated. I should have gotten that instead of expanding last turn. That's what I should have done. What's this over here? Knowledge stash. I'm going to have everybody wait till next turn because I want to get that. I want to unlock that ability. Okay, so the Houndsmaster research is done. This thing, Brutal Mark, I don't know for a fact, so if somebody knows, maybe you can correct me, but I don't think this does anything for us because all of our guys are barbarians and they already have Savage Strike. So I actually don't like any of this, and we have enough mana that I'm going to shuffle the research. This spell is very, very powerful, Vision of Victory, but I want to get Spawnkin too so I can lock that up. Okay, so you're going to wait, and what is this over here? Food stash. 265 guards. Day 7. Alright, so this is the woman from the town next to us. She wants me to give her knowledge per turn. I don't want to do that. I can trade her knowledge for gold. I don't want to do that. Okay. So, by denying them, I just lost allegiance with them. Okay. Let's go ahead and I want to unlock that ability. Defeating an infestation grants you a unit based on the infestation. Okay. So we'll probably get a tier 2 or maybe a tier 3 unit. I had to edit the video. My dog is going crazy right now, and I couldn't concentrate in this fight. But this fight was actually complicated anyways, because you can actually restart combat, which is pretty nice, especially when you're learning the game. This guy right here is a tier 2 cavalry unit. See, he has the ability Slippery, does not trigger opportunity attacks. That's very important to know when you fight him, because you effectively can't tie him up. I want to see if this guy has the same thing. No. Alright, so that's fine. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to move everybody back. And the reason for that is that this guy is going to buff everybody. And in order for him to do that, I want to be far enough away from these guys that they can't come in and hit us. So this looks pretty good right here. So I'm going to use his buff right now on everybody. That gives everybody strengthened and regeneration for 3 turns. Strengthened gives you 10% more damage, and regeneration gives you 6 HP a turn. This is the guy we need to kill right here because we can't tie him up with Zone of Control. So here's what I'm going to try to do. You go there, throw your javelin. Okay, that's 1 stack asunder. Where can this guy move to? Okay, so if we move here, we don't have to worry about him flanking us. Because he can't get in and attack our mages. So let's sunder this guy again. So now if you hover over him, he's got -2 defense because he's got 2 stacks. So he's going to take a whole heck of a lot more damage now. Maybe we can CC somebody. We got a 100% chance of CCing him. That's pretty useful. But I want to kill him now. This guy in and try and CC him. We have a 90% chance to stun him for 1 turn. Okay, so we got it. Now our hero can come in and do massive damage. That's what I wanted. And that attack, that charge attack, ignores retaliation. So that's really what I like about it. If I move this guy here, we have a 90% chance of hitting this guy. That should probably kill him. Yep. Okay. This guy's stunned, so it's a good time to do some damage. Who's this guy? Just a tier 1 cavalry unit, so we'll attack here. 65% chance. The other thing I didn't mention, unfortunately he hit our guys one time. That happens sometimes if they're in the line of sight. I was going to say each guy gets 3 action points. So if you move, movement is either going to cost 1 or 2 action points. And then attacking, you would attack with whatever you have left. So if you don't move at all, you can attack 3 times. These guys are not doing that much damage, this cavalry, so I think I want to try and kill this guy. Okay, that's very good damage. I'm just going to attack 3 times at 65% isn't bad. Okay. And I'm going to attack this guy. That way my tanky unit gets the reprisal. You can see as they take damage, they do less damage. So I try and wear them down and then attack. That way they take less damage. This guy's not really a big problem here. I think I'm gonna try and finish this guy off here. Okay, so he's pretty close to being dead. This guy can actually move in and out of zone of control without triggering opportunity attacks. So that's pretty useful. Alright, you can finish him off now. You can see their morale is low now because we're just dominating. Who is this over here? An archer. So he managed to get in and track my archer down. I thought he was running away, but he was trying to get the archer. That's okay. These guys are doing massive damage right now because they just keep sundering. If I hit the ability, then you can see what the percentage is based on where you move. So I got a 90% chance to hit him here. This guy right now has 4 stacks of sundered. So this guy should be able to just wipe him out here. Okay, so that's the end of the fight. 15 draft, 15 gold. Lethal Slicer. Spellblade, Death Knight, Defender, and Warrior can use it. I'm not even sure, honestly, what my ruler is, they call them. Sorry, not hero. Okay, we got a tier 2 knight here. 128 production, that's nice. It looks like he can use it here, but it's a different kind of a weapon. This thing has charge strike. This one has just a regular melee strike. What is this 7? I'm not sure what that means. I'm not sure what this 7 symbol means here. But in any event, I'm going to stick with what we have right now because I like this hero when he can attack and not worry about being attacked back. Let's see what else we got going on here. So the reason we got that tier 2 unit, by the way, is because I unlocked this ability. That was the whole reason I wanted to do it. So I don't know this unit. He looks like he's got 48 movements. That's very, very good. He's like a small cavalry pikeman. And he's slippery, so he doesn't trigger opportunity attacks. So definitely a nice unit. I think I'm going to try and take this fight next. What is this over here? It's a knowledge stash. I want to go get that knowledge stash before they get it. See how I couldn't move there? I could just move this guy here, and you see the banners above both of my units are activated. That means they're both going to be in the fight. 491 to 270 is nice. Even with one less unit. Should be an easy fight. This is the guy we got to worry about again, the Aspirin Knight. Pursuer, Dark Warrior. I don't know a lot of these guys. This guy's slippery too. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got to move everybody back 2 again. This is our knight. I just realized that now. Just wondering who that was. So it looks like they're not really playing along with what I'm trying to do right now. They're just trying to stay right out of range right now. So we need to move back. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need to move back. I think 2, right? Just see if that makes sense. This guy needs to move back. Okay, that looks good. So I can't activate his ability because he moved. By the way, if you're watching this video and you're not familiar with me, I played mostly Battle Brothers on this channel. A lot of Iron Man, expert, low runs. So if that interests you, you can check them out. But, you know, the common denominator with me is I just love good combat. I'd like to get this guy in to get buffed here, but I can't really do that right now. So we're just going to have to do that. Okay, so our Sunderers, we just want to sunder this guy. Our cavalry is a charge guy. I think this guy's slippery too, isn't he? Yeah, he's slippery too. So there's no point in going out and engaging him because he's just going to come to us. We could try and maybe stun them with the warrior, though. 73% chance to stun, 99. I'm not sure if it's worth going all the way out there for just 73%. I'm going to take that 50%. We might hit our hero here. That wasn't bad. 17 damage. That should kill him. Alright, good. He's dead. Just gotta worry about this guy coming in now. This guy is gonna come in. can attack these 3 people right now. Who is this? It's our knight. We could go in and try and stun him. I think it's actually worth doing that. Because the only guy that can get hit is this war shaman. And he can take, he's actually a little bit tanky. I missed if we got him. I don't think we got him. Shield bash. Yeah, we didn't get him with the stun. Alright, who's next? You know, this is a lot of damage. I'm just going to take it. These guys that charge do a lot of damage. And, you know, I'm trying to win these fights that are pretty simple without using magic. This guy's like a mage. He's a banner man. Banner smite. Yeah, okay. He's a mage. Alright, well that should kill him. Where's the other guy? Alright, so he's dead. Just want to see if this guy's slippery. No. Okay. So I'm going to send him in. Did I walk on a poisonous tile? No. Certain tiles poison you if you walk on them. It's just good to be aware of that. What else do I have right now? This guy can go in. No, before I do that, looks like 50% is the best I'm going to get on this guy. Ranged units can't attack when they're in somebody's zone of control, so he's going to have to walk away, and he's going to take a shot from him. So he's not really going to do it. He'll probably get away, but he's not going to do a lot of damage. 25% is not very good. You know, I'm not going to attack him. I don't want him to attack the guy. And I'm not going to attack with this guy either. Because this guy's very weak, but he's useful, so I don't want him to take too much damage. He's going to have to attack my knight, and I don't think he's going to do a lot of damage. 12? Okay. See, so he got away, but he's so weak that he's not doing much damage. I might decide to try and speed the animations up a little bit. If that interests you, you can mention it. I'm just trying to get people an opportunity to see what the combat is really like. Because, you know, if you just blow through it quickly, you're never going to learn the systems.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
He's dead. Food stash. Alright, this is a silver ancient wonder. These are very, very strong if you can annex them. Silver is pretty tough. We're not going to be able to take that for some time. This is the underground here. Just trying to think of where I can go right now. This guy. I don't want to go too far away from him. That way, if the enemy comes in and attacks, he can reinforce us. Okay, looks like we got up another Sunderer here. What the hell? They put a claim on this mana node too now? These guys are annoying me. I'm going to have to wipe them out. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, we produced the ritual site and we produced the Sunder. Ruler leveled up. I guess he leveled up twice in one turn. Experienced leader. All non-hero units gain 2 experience each turn. I'm going to do that. I'm not really sure how good this stuff is. I'm just... All non-hero units in the army grant 10% damage to the adjacent. That sounds good. So the way experience works in this game...
Hey.
If you click on a unit, you can see here's his experience right here. He's a recruit right now. As he levels up, he gets more stats. So it's pretty useful. Let's continue. Looks like we can get up the Houndsmaster now. We have to build Town Hall Communal 1. And I'm going to rush production for 68 gold so that we can start building a Houndsmaster. Trying to think of what I want to do here. A lot of this stuff is useful, but I'm trying to pick which one. I feel like we could use a little bit more production. My only hesitation is like production only matters if you have gold. You know, so you kind of need both. 6 turns. All right, let's do that. That'll give us 6 turns to save some money. And this guy can go this way. Attract population here. Let's see if I do this, if they... Yeah, so they're claiming that now as part of it. So we're going to have to kill them, is what it comes down to. I think I want to get up another forester and a quarry. There was something that I needed 2 forester for, I don't remember what. Alright, I definitely need another quarry though. Let's do that. Can do a quarry here. Damn it. What is this right here? 280 battlefield remnants. That's a good one for us to take. 40. That's pushing it, definitely. Alright. Let's take this fight. He's out of action points. Okay. Alright, I want to attack them because I want to get the experience. Plus, I think becoming more evil helps us, but I might be wrong on that. I know that the more evil you become, the more negative events you get, but I'm not sure if it helps you in some other way. Let's see what we got here. I think that's the same guy we have on our team. Okay, I haven't seen this guy yet. Butcher Ogre. Damage 45. Okay. So he does a lot of damage. Plague Serpent is pretty strong. Not stopped by zone of control. That's good to know. What is this tile? Water. Okay. I don't know where they're going to be coming at us from. They'll probably come this way, I would think, but I don't know, we'll have to see. Where is my knight, actually? Here he is. So these guys are just coming straight up this way. Right, looks like we're in a good position here, so... I'm going to wait one more turn, and then we can use the buff next turn. %chance. Okay, I'll take that. What do we got on a stun here? 99% chance to stun. Just going to move him so he gets a little bit better percentage to hit here. And I am going to shield bash. You got to worry about this guy. I don't know if he can walk through the water or not. I guess if these guys move, he can come in. So I'm just going to try and block that position so they can't get in. Okay, I can get a free attack here, so I'm just going to take it. This guy is very, very doughy, so I don't want him to take too much damage. Okay, I think that was everybody. Another thing to note is your guys only get one reprisal. See how he's attacking me? We return fire once and then that's it. This guy's almost dead. Let's kill him. Now we have to worry about this guy. Take that damage for 50%. I'd like to, if possible, sunder the... He's too far away to sunder. Just saw 90. Where was that? Here. 90. Okay, I think that'll kill him. This guy can get in and tank. Tank him. Or, I forget, does this guy ignore? Yeah, he's not stopped by enemy zone of control, but I don't know if that means that he can leave zone of control. I don't think so. I think that means that if he's coming in to attack. But I don't actually know. He's dead. Let's see what he does here. So he's not moving. He's not really doing amazing damage, so that's good. He's almost dead here. Can we just finish him? Yes. So, you know, you could do auto combat, but look at how many fights we've taken. We've taken very little damage. If you do auto combat, you have to keep going back and resting. This fight is pushing it a little bit too much right now. We could win, but see this silver tongue fruit It only does something if you annex it. Let's see if he can... I see something over here. What is this? It's not letting me see what it is here. Grant units some experience. Okay. Alright, you can wait there. Alright, we got up. This is our new unit that we researched. This is our Houndsmaster. He's got 48 movement. I think we're kind of getting to the point where I'd like to kill these guys at this point because they're really annoying me. And what is this over here? I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to try and move back and kill him. But I don't want him to know that we're coming yet, because he thinks that we're friends right now. So I'm going to... I don't want to overextend because this guy, he's all on his own here. The enemy hero could come in from this direction, and that's probably where they are. They're either here or here, the enemy hero. Let's just take a look at our town here. Okay, let's make another Houndsmaster. Alright, my hero. You get up here. What is this over here? Oh, that's the knowledge stash. I forgot about that. He's out of movement points. Alright. You can wait. You can wait. What's that over there? Did I miss that? This shiny thing? It's a food stash, but it's guarded. So there's a pirate cove infestation over here. It's bronze. And that would actually be a nice one for us to clear and get another tier 2 unit. But in order to do that, we would have to unlock seafaring, which we can do next turn, but I'm not sure that I want to right now. Day 10, this is like kind of where the enemy starts getting close. A lot of times in previous games, the enemies attack me. I don't know if he can walk through here. I don't think... Okay, I guess he can. So, I'm going to kind of mobilize right now. And this guy can go grab this knowledge stash here. Rainbow clover.
Hey.
Alright, what is this here? Looks like banner. Alright. You know, I know that I'm playing this game slowly. That's kind of just how I play, but I'm sure some people out there would enjoy it, right? I'm going to do this, summon irregulars. It just gives you a cheap tier 1 unit, and This is pretty useful too. So I'm going to lock that for next time. Alright, so we have a pact of cooperation now. That's why they just opened their borders. So I was wondering why we could walk through there. There's no problem. Trading is enabled. We can get 15 gold for 19 mana. Or 15 knowledge for 30 gold. I don't think I want either of those right now. Okay, I think I'm going to save my Imperium. Instead of attracting population, I think I'm going to... There's a use for Imperium, okay? When we kill them, we can absorb them. And that costs 200 Imperium. Or we can get Seafaring and then destroy this. And that's going to cost 100. Alright, so we're pretty close to killing this guy here. 265. Alright, so I'm just going to wait like one more turn with this guy. This underground passage, we'll check that out later. 250 guards. I'm just looking at these guards are pretty easy. We could take those fights. I'm trying to find where the enemy is right now. I'm not seeing them right now. All right, nice. We got up another one of these guys. Okay, you can wait. These guys want to join. Okay, I'm trying to remember what these... There's all different types of governors. Recruiting governor. He gives you 30 draft. Okay. Agricultural governor. I'm going to take this guy for 150. It's nice getting up another early hero. Okay, we have this ability now. Tier 1 units gain experience 50% faster. That's pretty good. I'm just trying to think, after we destroy this, do we want to absorb it or we can vassalize it? I think I'd rather just vassalize it. So we could take this right now. That's pretty nice, gaining experience faster. Okay, day 12. I'm going to accept the quest. I'm not sure what's going to happen. I mean, I accepted it just to get an extra fight. I don't know if after I destroy them, if this is still going to be available or not. We'll find out. Okay, so I have all of these guys ready to fight. So let's do that. Thinking about adjusting the battle speed a little bit. Let's try faster. Okay. I haven't seen this guy yet. Astral Wisp. 'cause he's kind of a pain in the ass. What's the movement of the wisp? Okay, good, but not amazing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, nice. These are our guys. They come with these warhounds, which is pretty sweet. I mean, we have so many guys that this fight is completely trivial, to be honest with you. Just try to do this quicker. Use this guy's ability. Actually, they can't come in this turn, right? I didn't even realize we could do that. I used it over here by accident. I didn't know we could do that. It's good to know that. Attacking. This is my new hero. Where's my fury? I can get him in charge now. Up here. I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to use his javelin, but I did a melee attack by accident. What is this guy? He's another charge guy. Okay. I'm just gonna get him out of there. He took enough damage this fight. Excellent job there. I'll just take the 90% here. Alright, unfortunately, we weren't able to kill them, which is pretty sad, but... Alright, I guess he tried to get away. I wish there was like a log that you could just leave here so you see exactly what happens. Okay, but we took... Alright, so I guess we failed the quest. I'm not sure when you fail a quest, like, what that does for you. Other than the opportunity cost of, you know, missing out on the quest here. Alright, so we are going to start a siege. See, he doesn't really have much. He just has palisade walls. I'm going to do the raiding party. That'll give us some money. 75 gold per tier. And... I think it's probably worth investing a little bit of money just so we take less damage. dragons. I haven't even seen this faction yet. So at least we know where they are now. Alright, stonemason's up. We don't have enough money for a Houndsmaster. I think we have enough troops right now. You can see we don't have a lot of gold. But this game, like the enemy, they make a lot of guys quickly and they send them out quickly. So I'm gonna do the vendor. Try to get a little bit more gold. Alright, here's his dragon here. That's the ruler. We don't want to get too close to the dragon. How much movement does it have? 40? Alright, I gotta get the hell out of there. What do we got going on over here? We could attract population. Did I get this yet? No, I haven't gotten this yet. I think I'm going to attract population for 15. That's pretty cheap. And now we can take that research post. Alright, so the dragon literally just tracked me down. So he's dead. I don't know how the retreat mechanic works in this game. Like, you know, it would have been nice if we could have retreated, but I think I've only been able to retreat one time. Okay, we got the vendor. I want to continue kind of pumping gold a little bit here so we can keep getting stuff. $10 gold for 2 turns. Let's do that. I'm gonna get up another scout. Alright, we can cast our spell here. Well, we can't cast it yet. How much? Alright, so this should be a pretty easy fight, I would think. 987 to 437. We have all these warhounds. Every one of these houndsmasters that we have comes with a warhound, which is actually very useful. Let's see what he's got. Zor Wakemaker. He's a mage. Mages are crazy in this game. From what little I've seen of the game so far. Battle Mage. I haven't seen these guys yet. Evokers. That's all he has? What is this over here? Just a warrior. Okay. What does this guy do? So he's got like 3 mages and a warrior. Okay. His lightning bolt has It's got a lot of range on that. Can't really get in past these fortifications. You know, I'm curious to see if he comes out. Because he might not, but he might. These hounds are pretty expendable. We can just send them in to tank damage and die. Good enough. Let's see what they do here. I think they just buff themselves. Alright, so we have magic available right now. I want to wait another turn. I want to see if they come out or not. Because if not, I'm going to have to go through those fortifications. Alright, so they're not coming out. I'm going to send our warhounds in. Maybe they can soak up some damage. Hounds Master. 50%. That's good damage at 50%. This guy. So we got another Sunderer. Try to kill this guy here. Didn't quite get him. Look at him now. Missed. You know, I want him to attack the units that I don't really care about. That's why I'm trying not to overextend. Okay, we're done here. Okay, so I don't care about these guys. Here? Yeah. I want to try and wipe this mage out. Mages can do a lot of damage. Right. Can you get in there? No. Give this guy another turn, so he should be able to kill the mage now. Yeah, okay, he's dead. This guy is not going to be able to attack anybody except him, which is what we want. That's pretty much it. Warrior. Yeah, you know, as soon as I moved this guy over here, I said, oh man, he's going to get whacked, but it's okay. I think these dogs, like if they die, they just come back, so it really doesn't matter. Oh, he stunned him? You know, that was like a really clean fight because, you know, I took all the other fights very carefully. This guy took more damage than he should have. I haven't really figured out how to know, like, who can use this weapon. I haven't figured that out yet. I guess she can use it. Okay, it's miscellaneous. Summon Spider. That's pretty useful. Okay. I haven't seen that yet. What is this Worm of Demolishing? Okay, give me the Arachnid's Rod. Maybe what we can do is look at the other hero and give him that. Okay, not right now, we can't. Alright, so you see we can raise it for 375, we can vassalize it, or we can absorb it if we had enough Imperium, which we don't. I'm just going to vassalize it. Basically, this AI is just going to help us kill the enemy. They're not really going to do much for a while, but I don't have to put anything into it. And we'll make a little bit of money off from them eventually. Right, so I think I want to get Seafaring now. Guys are next to each other. Yeah, okay. We have this guy in our crypt now. I'm just going to leave him there. And I think with that, I'm going to call it a day. Like I said, I'm not an expert at this game. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you enjoyed the slower approach. If you have any comments for me, let me know. Thanks.